Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to another episode of the weekly download. I'm really happy that you're here. And we're going to press go live on Facebook. And today, I'm really excited about today's topic because it's about directing actors. So, again, welcome to another episode of the weekly download. My name is Mitchel Dumlao, and this is Video Content School. And today, we're going to talk about how to direct actors to get the best performances. And this could be actors for a fictional or narrative story, or it can be talent like real life CEOs or anyone that you're trying to capture in a documentary video or film. And so for me, I learned a lot of my knowledge about directing actors from a book called Directing Actors by Judith Weston. They really broke down how to speak with actors in a way that they can understand, and also that you can convey your direction in a way that they could understand, and also see what you're thinking in your mind. Because when it comes to directing actors, it comes down to communication. And another thing that I really suggest to all directors out there is that you need to be at a acting class and see for yourself how it is to be in front of a camera, or to have a script that you need to memorize or read off of, and to elicit that character that's on the page. How do you perceive the character on the page? What are the quote unquote instinctual reactions that you would have as that character to certain triggers or whatnot? And also, what were the things that you would do when you're walking around or engaging with objects as that actor and that character? It's really fascinating when you take an acting class as a director to see what an actor has to go through in order for them to portray the character on the script. Now, when you take it to the other side, like a documentary, or you're filming a corporate video, the whole idea of, working with someone that's never been in front of a camera before, I've learned from years of filming interviews and just working with different types of folks on camera, from CEOs to artists to dancers or whatnot. It really comes down to making them feel comfortable. And when you make someone feel comfortable and it becomes more of a conversation than a video interview, then they're able to become the person that they've always wanted to be, expressing their own character, their version of themselves that's truly them, rather than becoming this shell and this fake persona that they've put out there for marketing purposes. If you really want to get them in a comfortable situation so that they could have an authentic performance, you need to make sure that you really truly know how to get them into that state. And so today we're going to talk about the 3 ways that I've learned through years of doing this and taking courses, being on set, reading books, and having mentors. And really the first thing is about making sure that you know how to speak to actors about how you want them to act on screen by telling them what the goal is. What's the objective? Okay. And so when I tell someone on screen, like, hey, I just want you to be happy, it's really hard to convey your type of happy through their perception of happy. Saying, say this angry, or say this sad, or be happy. It's tough to say that to an actor that has their own perception of what happy looks like. Happy to them might not be smiling, or you feel like happy should be laughing when they should be just smiling. And so the idea for me that I've learned is to be very clear and direct with what you're trying to have them do. Would you like them to say, hey, laugh at this moment, and then that for your goal for this scene, you're trying to convince this person that had an affair with your wife, that you are in the right and they should stop seeing your wife. Or you should your goal for this scene is to convince the person on the other side of this video to buy this product and service. And you want to do it in a way where they feel like they can talk to someone that they are comfortable with, right? Like, I just had a shoot the past weekend for a bunch of explainer videos, and my direction to the actors was that I want you to explain this like you were talking to your mom. Like you're talking to your mom, and you want to tell her about these benefits to this plan, and that if she doesn't listen to you, it can really be detrimental to her health and her future, right? When you give more specific objectives or goals to an actor or talent, it really helps them look back into their psyche, and to really think about their character and how they would interpret that goal and get to that conclusion in the future. I'm getting really deep into like very narrative stuff, but when it comes to just, let's say, normal scripts for marketing videos or explaining videos, it's really good to tell people, what are the tones. Like, you can say this in a serious tone, like you're in a business meeting, you're trying to pitch an investor, or you can say this in a very casual tone, like you're talking to a friend over a glass of beer, and you try to tell them about this new product without seeming too salesy, right? Like, those are two different types of situations that now, rather than me saying, be serious or be friendly, you just don't have much to work with. It's the same thing with working with actors. Give them more detail, give them more objectives, and also think about the specific things you want them to do in a scene, whether it's, put your hand over here, or laugh at this one after this one line, or have a pause or a beat between these two sentences. Like, it's always good to be clear. All right. Another thing too that I've learned is to applaud good performances and adjust bad ones, and not get angry to actors or talent if they're not performing at the level that you want them. But if they're like, getting drunk or high on set and they're making a huge ruckus, then yeah, maybe you can get pretty angry. But when it comes to performances, if someone's not really getting the line, then this is something that you have to ask yourself: is this the right actor, the right talent, or do I need to, tell them specific things to get them in the right state of mind to say this line or answer this question in an authentic way? And I feel like it's all about, applauding good performances, making people feel comfortable, making people feel supported, and they're going to be, if you make people feel supported by giving them compliments on their good performances, they're going to want to perform more rather than being in a shell when you criticize them for a bad performance. And I've learned that it's called the shit sandwich, right? You want to compliment and then give them the criticism and then end it with a compliment. Like, like if I talk to an actor, like, I loved how you were able to sound a little bit more happier and more excited with that line. I feel though that when you were saying that line, like you were touching your, pockets too much and your hands were too still. If you can, it'll be great if you can actually be more lively with your hands, talk with your hands again, because it really brings out your features and it really shows you much more emotive on screen. So I really like to applaud the good performances so you can really help their confidence and the talent's confidence, especially if it's a documentary or a corporate video or just an interview an interview with someone who hasn't been on camera. Tell them, like, you're doing a really good job on camera. I love how you were able to answer that question in a very authentic way. Oh, so you were, your background's in dance and now you create, art. That's amazing. Tell me more about that. That's really awesome. Like, giving compliments to someone, while you're having a conversation in general is a really good way to get them more comfortable and also confident in what they're going to say next, right? And then whenever they have their bad performance, let's say they're not getting a question right or they're not really performing the way you want, try to get them back into an excited and happy and comfortable state. And that, really comes down to, how you are socially and how you like to engage with people in order for you to either get them in a more friendlier and sociable mood or, how to get people in a much more, I would say, comfortable situation by, knowing more about them and going back and forth with engaging questions or whatnot. Like, a lot of this I've learned from How to Win Friends and Influence People by Carnegie. I don't know if it's Dale or whatnot. But for me, it was really important to read that book because talking with people is the same thing with talking with talent and also talking with, actors. Like, being able to engage with people during an interview so that you can actually get them to say things they normally wouldn't say. It really involves a lot of engaging questions and listening and very deep questions that really dig into their answers and also their experiences, and so that you look less like an interviewer and a director and more like a friend and a confidant. Okay, so that's how I like to deal with actors. Really applaud their good performances, and when there is a bad performance or a bad line, give them the shit sandwich and give them like the tip before. Be clear with how you want them to act or how to perform. And if they're not getting it, then they're not the right actor, and you just need to move on, or you need to just at least get the line, or tell them, read off this script and read this line. Okay, if it's an interview and you have a CEO that's really boring, give them the script, show it to them, just read this line. All right, the third thing that I feel is very important, this is what I do for every single set that I have, and it makes sure that everyone on set is comfortable, is to have a very positive set. And I've gotten this compliment a lot, and I've taken it for granted because a lot of people have come to me lately saying, hey Mitchell, I've been on some really shitty sets where people are yelling at each other, people don't trust each other, people want to get out of there, and your sets are different because you have a lot of people who are willing to help outside of their roles, and also people are happy, they're comfortable, and no one is bringing up drama. And look, I don't have the most perfect, track record in the world. I've been part of sets where there's a lot of drama, but most of my set experience, for my own sets has been a very positive one because I'm the type of person that likes to make sure everyone feels safe and supported and appreciated in a room. And the way that I do that is that I actually talk to people, even if they're a PA running errands, to the client and the client who's overseeing everything, to the producer who's funding everything, to the director that's behind the camera or whatnot. Like the way I like to operate and the way that your talent and your actors are going to appreciate is to make my sets feel safe and positive by complimenting people and telling people that I appreciate them for being there and that they are the reason why we're going to have a great video. And so it to me, it's about leadership. When you're on set, if you're a director and a producer, like it's all about making sure that you lead the people towards the goal, and the ultimate goal is to complete all the shots that you've scheduled for the day. And I think that also the best goal for me is to get the best performance out of everyone, the best performance out of sound, the best performance out of talent, the best performance out of hair and makeup. And the way to get that best performance is to tell people that they're doing a great job. Again, the tip before this is to applaud great performances and also to give notes in a very diplomatic way. If sound is messing up, tell them what they're doing right, and also how to adjust in order for you to get the right sound. And same thing goes with everything else. And why this is important for actors is that actors need to feel comfortable on set to be vulnerable. And I learned this way long ago when I was doing a short film, and I remember we had a crying scene, and this actress, well-known actress, was trying to cry on camera. It was a very emotional scene, and there was someone outside that was on a phone, and she was like, I can't do this. There's someone out there on the phone, and I can't concentrate. I can't cry, and it's really bothering me. And so we had to get the person off the phone. We had to clear the living room. I had to make sure that everyone knew that this was a vulnerable moment and she needed to be supported, right? And that goes with any type of emotion or any type of scene or any type of talent or any type of video. Like if you have a safe set where the talent and the actors and the crew feel safe, appreciated, and supported, then you're going to have a crew that's ready to work for you for longer hours to be the best at what they do, and also offer help to make sure that you just get the goal done for the day, which is to complete all the shots you have on schedule, right? And to have a really comfortable set and a safe set, to me, it's all about making sure you know everyone's name, or at least as much names as possible, and just to be a good person, okay? Like if you're the producer or whatnot, and you've paid all this money to make this video happen, like if there's a PA out there, like say, hey, what's your name? Thank you so much for being on this set and for helping this production. Right? It goes a long way to show people that you're appreciative of their work and their time on set. All right, it's the little things like that. And I'm just telling you from experience. I've been on hundreds of sets. Okay, I've shot so many videos in my life, directed so many videos in my life, produced so many videos in my life, and it's the same thing over and over again. Appreciate people for their work, appreciate people for their performances and their time there, and appreciate people for staying for the whole time that they're there. They can walk off set anytime they want and not get paid. All right, so like that's why I feel it's really important to really show people that you appreciate them for being there, to make sure that people know what their roles are, being clear with your communication, and also complimenting people and giving people the right notes when needed, and being that team player, okay, and being a good leader. And that, in turn, will create a really safe set. And that safe set will allow an actor and a talent to be vulnerable and to give the best performance. All right? So those are 3 tips that I've learned for, really directing actors and talent on screen. And after just doing this, I think I should also do a whole video on its own on how to make a very positive set where everybody is dedicated to their craft and being passionate about their craft. So they're all performing at the highest level, so you get the best video. All right. Well, thanks again for watching. My name is Mitchel Dumlao. This is the weekly download. As always, every week I post these. It's every Monday. Yesterday I was a little busy, so I missed that. So I'm sorry about that. But I'll be on again next Monday. And share this with anyone you think would find this helpful. Have any questions, leave it below or send me an email at mitchell@videocontentschool.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.